Welcome back to Coins X Tales. We're exploring rare Lincoln Wheat Pennies, coins that have made people rich. Let's find out why you should never overlook these coins. Because who knows, a single coin could change your life. Don't miss this. Top 1. We are talking about one of the most searched and most collected coins in American history, the 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America. If you love coins that can turn pocket change into serious money, then stay with me till the end because this small copper coin has surprised collectors again and again. The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny was struck at the Denver Mint. You can recognize it by the small D mint mark under the date on the obverse side. The design features Abraham Lincoln on the front and 2 wheat stalks on the back. A classic design that ran from 1909 to 1958. Now here is something important. When people hear 1955, they immediately think about the famous double die from Philadelphia. That dramatic error belongs to the 1955 no mint mark version. But the 1955 D mint mark coin has its own story and its own value. It was minted in large numbers, but high-grade examples are not easy to find. More than 560 million pieces were produced in Denver that year. That sounds common, right? But most of them entered circulation and were heavily used. Finding a sharp, red, uncirculated example today is much harder than people expect. Collectors look very carefully at condition. Coins with strong luster, full wheat lines on the reverse, and clean surfaces bring much higher prices. A worn coin may look ordinary, but a mint-state example can be a different story. Now let's talk about errors and varieties. While the dramatic double die belongs to the Philadelphia issue, the 1955 D penny can still have interesting mint errors. Off-center strikes, repunched mint marks, die cracks, and lamination errors are known. A clear repunched D mint mark can add collector interest and increase value. Major off-center errors or coins struck on wrong planchets can sell for strong premiums depending on eye appeal and condition. Another factor that increases value is the color designation. Brown coins are the most common. Red-brown coins are better. But full red coins with original mint luster are the most desirable. Many collectors are building complete Lincoln Wheat sets, and they want bright red examples to complete their albums. So what is this coin really worth in today's market in circulated condition? The 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for about 15 cents to 50 cents depending on where in uncirculated mint state condition. Prices typically range from $5 to $25 depending on grade and color. High-grade red examples graded around MS65 can sell for $100 to $200 in the current market. At major auctions. Superb gem red coins have sold for over $1,000 when demand is strong and the coin has exceptional eye appeal. So yes, most 1955 D pennies are common. But the right grade, the right color, or the right error can turn this simple 1-cent coin into a serious collectible. If you have old wheat pennies at home, especially from the 1950s, check them carefully. Look at the mint mark. Look at the condition. Look for unusual doubling or striking errors. Sometimes value hides in small details. Coin lovers, this is why we always say never ignore a wheat penny. History, rarity, and condition together decide the price. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1955 Lincoln Wheat Penny, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. We talk about real market prices, real auction results, and real coin facts. Stay tuned for the next video because your next penny could be worth much more than 1 cent. Top 2. We are taking a close and careful look at the 1950 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark from the United States of America. If you are a coin lover or a beginner collector, stay with me because this small copper coin may look simple, but condition and small details can change everything. The 1950 no mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. At that time, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark. So if you do not see a D or S under the date, that means it was made in Philadelphia. This coin features Abraham Lincoln on the front and the classic wheat ears design on the back. The Lincoln Wheat series ran from 1909 to 1958, and many collectors try to complete the full set. The 1950 issue is not considered a rare date, but high-quality examples are much harder to find than most people think. Over 272 million pieces were produced in Philadelphia in 1950. That is a large number, so circulated coins are very common today. You can often find worn examples in old collections, coin jars, and wheat penny rolls. But here is where things get interesting. Most of these coins were heavily used in daily commerce. They went through stores, banks, and cash registers for years. Because of that, sharp, uncirculated examples with strong original luster are much less common. Collectors pay close attention to three important things. First is condition. Second is surface quality. Third is color. Brown coins are the most common because copper darkens over time. Red-brown coins are more desirable. Full red coins with bright original mint luster are the most valuable. Now let's talk about errors and varieties. Even though this is not a famous key date, it can still be valuable if it has a mint error. Look for off-center strikes, die cracks, lamination errors, clipped planchets, or strong die clashes. A dramatic off-center strike or a major error can bring strong premiums depending on how unusual and attractive it is. Some collectors also search for well-struck examples with full wheat lines on the reverse. Strong details increase collector demand, especially in higher grades. Now let's talk about real market value. In heavily circulated condition, the 1950 mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for about 10 cents to 30 cents. In better circulated grades, it can sell for around 50 cents to $1 depending on detail and appeal. In uncirculated mint state condition, prices generally range from $5 to $20. High-grade red examples graded around MS65 can sell for $100 to $200 in today's market. At major auctions, superb gem red coins with exceptional eye appeal have sold for over $1,000 when demand is strong. So yes, most 1950 mint mark pennies are common. But if you find a bright red, high-grade example or a strong mint error, the value can jump quickly. Always check your wheat pennies carefully. Look at the date, look for a mint mark, study the condition, and never ignore small details. Sometimes the difference between 10 cents and hundreds of dollars is just grade and color. If you enjoy learning about real coin values and real auction prices, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and keep watching. Your next wheat penny might be more valuable than you think. Top 3. We are going to explore another classic coin from the United States of America, the 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny. If you collect wheat cents or you are searching through old coin jars, pay very close attention because this coin may look common, but condition and rare errors can change its value completely. The 1952 penny was struck at the Denver Mint. You can identify it by the small D mint mark located just below the date on the front of the coin. On the obverse, you see the portrait of Abraham Lincoln. On the reverse, you see the famous wheat ears design that was used from 1909 to 1958. In 1952. The Denver Mint produced more than 746 million Lincoln Wheat Pennies. That is a very large mintage, which means circulated examples are easy to find today. Many collectors have this coin in lower grades. But here is the important part. Most of these coins were used heavily in everyday circulation. Because of that, high-grade uncirculated examples with sharp details and strong mint luster are much more difficult to find than people expect. Collectors always focus on three major factors. First is grade. Second is surface preservation. Third is color. Copper coins change color over time. Brown examples are the most common. Red-brown coins are better. Full red coins with bright original luster are the most desirable and bring the strongest prices. Now let's talk about errors and varieties that make this coin more exciting. Even though 1952 is not a key date, it can become valuable if it has a mint error. Look carefully for repunched mint marks, where the D appears doubled or slightly shifted. Also check for off-center strikes, die cracks, lamination errors, and clipped planchets. A strong and clear error can significantly increase collector demand and price. Another thing to check is strike quality. Some 1952 pennies show weak detail on the wheat lines. A sharply struck coin with full wheat lines and clean surfaces is much more desirable, especially in higher mint state grades. Now let's talk about real market value. In heavily circulated condition, the 1952 Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for about 10 cents to 30 cents. In better circulated grades with stronger detail, it can sell for around 50 cents to $1. In uncirculated mint state condition, prices generally range from $5 to $25 depending on grade and color. High-grade red examples graded around MS65 can sell for $100 to $200 in the current market. At major auctions, Superb gem red coins with outstanding eye appeal have sold for over $1,000 when competition between collectors is strong. So while most 1952D pennies are common, the right combination of high-grade, full red color, and strong eye appeal can turn this simple 1-cent coin into a valuable collectible. If you have rolls of wheat pennies at home, take your time and inspect them carefully. Check the mint mark. Study the color. Look for unusual errors. Sometimes hidden value is sitting right in your hands. If you enjoyed learning about the 1952D Lincoln Wheat Penny and its real market value, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay with us for more rare coin discoveries. Your next penny could be worth much more than you think. Top 4. We are diving into the 1958D Lincoln Wheat Penny from the United States of America, and this is a very special year in the Wheat Penny series. If you are a true coin lover, listen very carefully because 1958 was the final year of the famous wheat reverse design. The 1958D penny was struck at the Denver Mint. You can identify it by the small D mint mark below the date on the front of the coin. On the obverse, you see Abraham Lincoln's portrait. On the reverse, you see the classic wheat ears design that had been used since 1909. After 1958, the design changed to the Lincoln Memorial reverse in 1959. More than 800 million 1958D pennies were produced in Denver. That is a massive mintage, which means circulated examples are very common today. You can often find worn pieces in old collections and penny rolls. But here is where things become interesting. Because this was the last year of the wheat design, many collectors save high-grade examples to complete their sets. Most coins entered circulation and were heavily used, so finding a sharply struck, full red uncirculated example is not as easy as it sounds. Condition is everything with this coin. Brown coins are the most common and least expensive. Red-brown coins are more desirable. Full red coins with original mint luster are the most valuable and highly demanded by collectors building top-quality sets. Now let's talk about errors and varieties. The most famous 1958 double die belongs to the Philadelphia issue without mint mark, and that one is extremely rare. However, the 1958D penny can still have collectible errors. Look for repunched mint marks, die cracks, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, and lamination errors. Strong, visible errors can significantly increase the value depending on rarity and eye appeal. Strike quality also matters. Some 1958D coins show softer details on the wheat lines. A coin with sharp wheat stalks, strong lettering, and bright luster will always attract more attention in the market. Now let's talk about real market value. In circulated condition, the 1958D Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for about 10 cents to 30 cents depending on where. In uncirculated mint state condition, prices typically range from $5 to $25 depending on grade and color. High-grade full red examples graded around MS65 can sell for $100 to $200 in today's market. At major auctions, superb gem red coins with exceptional eye appeal have sold for over $1,000 when demand between advanced collectors is strong. So even though the mintage is high, the combination of final year status, high-grade preservation, and strong color makes this coin very popular among collectors. Always check your wheat pennies carefully. Look at the mint mark, study the condition, and search for unusual mint errors. Sometimes the smallest detail can make the biggest difference in value. If you enjoyed learning about the 1958D Lincoln Wheat Penny and its real market worth, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more rare coin discoveries. Your next wheat penny might be more valuable than you ever imagined. Top 5. We are taking a close look at the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny with no mint mark from the United States of America. If you enjoy searching through old coins and hoping to find hidden value, then stay with me because this wheat penny may look simple, but condition and rare errors can make a big difference. The 1956 no mint mark penny was struck at the Philadelphia Mint. During that time, Philadelphia coins did not carry a mint mark, so if there is no D or S under the date, it was made in Philadelphia. On the front you see Abraham Lincoln's portrait, and on the back you see the classic wheat ears design that collectors love. This wheat design was used from 1909 to 1958, making 1956 one of the final years before the design changed. In 1956, Philadelphia produced more than 420 million Lincoln Wheat Pennies. That is a high mintage, which means circulated examples are common today. Many people find these in old collections, coin rolls, and inherited jars of pennies. But here is where things get interesting. Even though millions were made, most were heavily used in daily circulation. Finding a sharply struck, uncirculated example with full original mint luster is much harder than most people expect. Collectors are always searching for high-grade pieces to complete their wheat penny sets. Color plays a major role in value. Brown coins are the most common. Red-brown coins are more desirable. Full red coins with bright, original surfaces are the most valuable. A clean, mark-free red coin with strong wheat lines on the reverse can attract serious collector attention. Now let's talk about errors and varieties that can increase value. The 1956 no-mint mark penny is known for minor double-die varieties, though not as dramatic as some famous years. Collectors also look for die cracks, die clashes, lamination errors, clipped planchets, and off-center strikes. A strong visible error can significantly increase market value depending on how dramatic and eye-appealing it is. Strike quality is another key factor. Some coins show weak detail in Lincoln's hair or in the wheat stalk lines. A fully struck coin with sharp detail is always more desirable. Now let's talk about real market prices that are in heavily circulated condition. The 1956 no-mint mark Lincoln Wheat Penny usually sells for about 10 cents to 30 cents in better circulated grades. It can sell for around 50 cents to $1 depending on detailed in uncirculated mint state condition. Prices typically range from $5 to $25 depending on grade and color. High-grade full red examples graded around MS65 can sell for $100 to $200 in today's market.at major auctions. Superb gem red coins with exceptional eye appeal have sold for over $1,000 when collector demand is strong. So while most 1956 no-mint mark pennies are common, the right combination of high-grade, strong luster, and rare mint errors can turn this simple 1-cent coin into a valuable collectible. If you enjoyed learning about the 1956 Lincoln Wheat Penny and its real market worth, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, and stay tuned for more coin discoveries. Always check your wheat pennies carefully, because the smallest detail can make the biggest difference.